Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, author Vivian E. Moore. I hope everyone is having a lovely weekend. I hope you had a great week. I hope that you're getting prepared for Thanksgiving. I know I am. It's one of my favorite holidays. And not just because, it's the first holiday where you eat turkey and all of that great stuff, but it's the first holiday that sort of kicks off the season where you get together with your family and you fellowship, and it's just that time, that thoughtful time where you can reflect on what you're thankful for. And I know that I am thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for this show and to be able to speak with you every Saturday at 6, and so. To show you how thankful I am, I'm going to move right along to today's show and just keep it moving, because I don't want to hold you too long, because I know you have things to do. I've had an extremely busy day myself. So let's get this on and over with. I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. I don't want to rush it, but I just want to make sure that I don't hold you for so long. Okay, so here we go. So the title of today's show is Extra, Extra. And the topic is algorithms and book sales. Now, if you've ever wondered what in the world an algorithm is, well, I have too, and until I discovered that it is tied to social media and marketing. And it's all about the algorithms. All about the algorithms these days. But anyway, for those of you who are still confused, allow me to use Webster's definition of algorithm to explain exactly what it is and how it works. So in mathematics and computer science, an algorithm is a finite sequence of well-defined computer implementable instructions, typically to solve a class of problems or to perform a computation. Algorithms or unambiguous specifications for performing calculation, data processing, automated reasoning, and other tasks. Okay, so did that clear it up for you? Okay, so now that we know that it's based on calculations and data processing, so it's no big deal, right? Except it is. It kind of is a big deal. So, if you've ever studied your social media page and you wondered why you only see certain topics or advertisements, and, it didn't take me all that long to figure it out. I was like, well, I like reading and I like books. So, of course, that is what I see typically on my page. But, it's based largely to your viewing habits. And so, as I said before, I read a lot. And so the ads, the ads that I get are for authors and all things that, that deal with books and things like that. But here lately, a lot of the post is dealing with missing children and all of these people that are being abducted for one thing or another, all of that stuff it just floods my social media, and not because I'm looking at it, but because people are sharing. And so once they share it with me, I share it with others, and I try to do the same thing with the book ads and that appear on there, because a lot of that stuff not dealing with the missing children and things like that, but dealing with the books, those things are pretty interesting to me. So I always click on it. I can't help but click on it and, and see what this book is about. And I can be honest with you. I've purchased a ton of books because of those ads that I see on there, because, they grab my attention, and, and I always love a good read. So, I'm hooked. They know how to get me. Put a good book in front of me and it's over. That's all that it takes. So now that we've crossed that bridge, let me link it all together and move on to the next topic of how it affects book sales and how algorithms can boost or break the bank for authors, especially indie authors or self-published authors, one and the same. But anyway, so let's focus on Amazon, since we know it's one of the largest platforms for self-published titles. And according to bookmarketingtools.com, author Nicholas Reeses says that it is a closely guarded secret. Amazon's sales rank algorithm remains a perpetual source of confusion and myth. Just as I gave you the definition, because it really truly is. But anyway, Amazon won't disclose their proprietary algorithms, but thanks to some clever analysis by indie authors, that formula has been reverse engineered. And once you understand that formula, the quirks of sales rank make much more sense, and you can use them to your advantage. So anyway, he goes a little bit deeper into this algorithm thing. So anyway, so he's sharing with us Amazon's secret algorithm. So anyway, the basics of Amazon's algorithms are as follows. Sales rank is relative, and we all know that. We all want to rank in the top 100 if possible. And because that's a lovely thing. We would love to be number one, but if we can get within the top 100, you're doing pretty doggone good. And anyway, and how these changes in rank may be due to the performance of other books. And number 2 on that list is higher sales rank does not mean higher overall sales. So just understand that right away. I think I have sort of kind of figured that out as far as being ranked in the top 100, as I just said before. I think a lot of that has to do with the genre and how it's classified when that book is being set up during the production stage. So, of course, if you're smart about it, you're going to go out there and do your research, and you're going to look at some authors that write in your genre to see where they are on the sales ranking list. And so, of course, you want to put your book, have it classified the same as theirs, so as close to it as possible, because that's important. You want your book to not be like covered up down in the last part of the pile, but as close to the top as you can possibly get it. If you can't be in the top 100, if you can be in the top 5,000, that's pretty doggone good, compared to being in the millionth place. The being in the top 5,000 is pretty good also. But anyway, it takes half as many sales to sustain a rank as it does to initially hit it. A launch day blitz may briefly attain a high sales rank, but steady organic growth will sustain it as well. Now, pre-orders increase visibility and jumpstart your book sales rank, and Kindle Unlimited downloads immediately affect your sales rank, regardless of whether they are read or not. Now, I don't know how, if you understand how the Kindle Unlimited works. Well, for those who have Amazon, and if you like books, well, Kindle Unlimited is a part of your Amazon Prime package. But the Kindle Unlimited books, well, that's separate. You have to pay a different subscription for that. But let me tell you, it's totally worth it. But anyway, this is how it works. So if you have a book that's listed under Kindle Unlimited, well, the people who click on your book, download your book, of course, is free under that Kindle Unlimited plan. And so once they download your book, they read the pages. And so you get paid. You get paid. Even though this book is free, you're still getting paid as they read those pages. For however many words they read, you get paid for that. So that to me is a plus. That is a win-win situation right there. So, that's not too shabby. Excuse me for a second. I need to cough. Sorry about that. I'm still dealing with all of this allergy stuff that is really kicking my butt and has been doing so for the past couple of weeks, but I'm doing better. I'm just going to take a sip here. All right. So what does all this mean for your marketing? Well, you need to be running some form of significant promotions monthly and rotate that around your library. So if you have a library, that means you have more than one book, right? Okay. So have each of your books on sale, countdown, deal, or giveaway each month, advertise the promotion to make the most of it, and be sure to have a big push for your flagship titles once every 6 months, or they could die away. And we know how important that is to make sure that everything you do is still relevant. Okay, so this is what I discovered today. And it's a shame that I didn't discover this sooner. But anyway, if you go out there and you are reading a book that is on Kindle Unlimited, well, and if you have the Kindle app, this is what you can do. It's pretty doggone cool. So you can highlight quotes or parts of the what am I trying to say? Dialogue. Hello. Parts of the dialogue, different pieces of it. You can highlight that, and then you can share it to your social media. Is that not the greatest thing? So it highlights it for you. It puts the Kindle app, that background that you see. If you have the Kindle app, that your words is to the forefront and that background is there. And then it also has your author name, and it tells what book that this quote is coming from. And I was like, wow, that is just too cool. And, and I just discovered it, but, better late than never. So anyway, so let's move to Amazon ads and Google AdWords and Facebook ads. They can also help keep a steady stream of sales to help build traction inside the algorithm. So we know that algorithms are important. We know that it plays a big part in your sales ranking, and that it also plays a huge part in your marketing, in your book marketing scheme. So why is this important? Because the more bank sales you have, the more responsive your title is to a sales push. This is as author Carolyn McRae explains. So this is Carolyn McRae speaking now, and she explains flagship title, how a flagship title will rise much more quickly through the rankings under the exact same sales push than a younger title with less historical sales to its credit. And the difference can be huge. McRae mentions that her better selling titles can rise as much as quadruple the rankings than a less selling one, with the same amount of units sold. The key factor is long-term sales and this traction you have inside the algorithm. So you can think of Amazon's algorithm as an equation that is constantly downgrading your chances of getting to the also bought queue. So if you don't know what that is, the also bought queue, that is that list of books under each title page that reads customers who bought this also bought. So you see that all the time when you go to Amazon. It has it at the bottom of the page when you're scanning through the different books. So this is the single largest sales source on Amazon, and you need to keep reminding the algorithm that you can sell enough books to keep these also bought slots alive. So run strategic promotions to both maximize your ROI and keep the algorithm happy. But this also means that you need to write a lot. You need at least a minimum of 12 books or collections out to really make a go of this. And even more is better, so that you can constantly have marketing promotions in the mix. Still, volume alone does not sell books. No one will talk about your book if they can't find it. And the vast majority of people on Amazon find their books through the also bought and the best-selling list, both of which are predicted on you selling enough books to keep your name out there. All right, so this doesn't happen by magic. It happens by promotion, and promotion is only successful if you understand how the algorithm works. So are we clear as mud now as to how it all works? If not, you can visit bookmarketingtools.com for more tips on algorithms. So that's what I did today. So basically, I went out there and because I wanted to know more about algorithms. I knew some, but I wanted to know more about it, and I wanted to be able to explain it to you, to try and clear it up. So those of you who are indie authors out there can know how important it is. The algorithm, the part that it plays in, the life or death of your projects. So anyway, we had two people out here that gave their opinions on it. And one was author Carolyn McRae. And then the other one was, what was his name? What was this guy's name? Bear with me while I find it again, because it just sort of went away. What was his name? Oh, Nicholas Rissis. His last name is spelled Rissis, in case you want to go out there on bookmarketingtools.com and read what more he has to say about that. So anyway, if you want to read this transcript, because I will be posting it out there on my blog, so you can go out there and read it and get some of this information that they shared on that website, or you can just go straight to that website and get the information if you want to. But anyway, I just want to share that with you because I know how important it is. And, as I learn things, I want to share them because that's important, not to keep it to yourself, but to share what you learn with others because, we need to help each other out when we can. Stop trying to keep everything to yourself, trying to keep everything on lockdown because you don't want anyone else to have the information that you have. Well, see, I'm not like that. I want to share with you everything that I learned that's new. I want to share it with you because I don't want to be the only person out here. And I don't want to be the only person knowing something, keeping secrets, that can help someone else, with elevation. So, that's what I'm all about. I'm all about helping you reach your goals. And I try to do that every single week on this show. And so today I wanted to share with you that now Book Chat is on so many different platforms and podcasts where you can actually listen to the show, whenever you want to, whenever you can. And so I want to share with you all the places that you can listen to the show. If you don't, for some reason, listen to it on, while it's live, you can most definitely listen to it on these different platforms. So anyway, of course, you can listen to it on Spreaker. What is wrong with me? I'm so tongue-tied today. It's absolutely crazy. But anyway, you can listen to it on Spreaker, and so I'm going to give you that URL, and it's https://www.spreaker.com/user/author Vivian E. Moore. You can also listen to it on Apple Podcasts. You can listen to it on Spotify. You can listen to it on iHeartRadio. You can listen to it on Google Podcasts. You can listen to it on Castbox and also Podcast Addict. That's the newest one, folks, that they just added it to. I think it was just last week. And if you go to my Twitter page, well, not necessarily Twitter, but my Instagram page, at the bottom is listed. All of these URLs are listed where you can just click on it and it'll take you straight to my podcast on each one of those platforms so you can listen to it. And also, if you want to follow me on Facebook, like me, follow me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, please feel free to do so. You can just type in my name and it'll take you to my page. On Twitter is God's Property 46. And on Instagram, it's God's Property 51. If you just type in my name, Vivian E. Moore, for Facebook, you will be able to find me. I have several pages out there, and you'll see my face as it pops up there to let you know that you have the right person. Also, as I said before, this show, this script will be on my blog site. So that is https://VivianEmore.blogspot.com. And you can also go out to my website if you want to and take a look at that. And that is https://www.authorvivianemore.com. All right. So that's all I have today for the show. And again, I hope that you have gotten something valuable for your listening time today. I'm not going to hold you for too much longer, because again, I know that you have things to do and that are very important to you, but I thank you just the same for tuning in each week, for downloading these shows, and for listening to the show. I dearly appreciate it because it means so very much to me. And I just thank you so much. So that's one of the things that I'm thankful for. And I'm pretty sure you can think of quite a few things that you're thankful to before Thanksgiving gets here, and also when it does get here. So I hope everyone has a lovely Thanksgiving with your family. I'm seeing something new going around called Friendsgiving. That's new to me. Maybe it's been out for a while, but it's new to me. And I'm not quite sure if I like that or not. So, maybe it's a new fad word or something. I don't know. But anyway, I like the traditional word Thanksgiving because I have so much to be thankful for. And I am so deeply thankful and humbled by everything that God has done for me. And so on that note, I hope that everyone is planning on going to church tomorrow. I hope you're planning on taking loved ones, some friends, some neighbors, and most definitely some children with you tomorrow to church, to worship service. And tell someone that you love them, because tomorrow is not promised. Today may be the only chance you get to say that. So I love you. I hope you love me back. And until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you and goodbye.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.